Richest free stars in the sun. This is our land. We are Filipinos. Free stars in the sun. This is our land. We are Filipinos. Free stars in the sun. Steel clashes against the dark night. No armor, just a blazing fire inside. White canvas stained with the ultimate price. The ground drinks the sacrifice. Free stars lighting up the field. One sun, a truth that will never yield. 8 rays burning through the colonial mist. A nation waking up, raising a fist. Brave, entrepreneurial step from the shade. History written by the courage they displayed. No grand armada, but a spirit that roars, facing the shadows of a long-standing war. Bows held high, gleaming and cold. The legacy of warriors, fierce and bold, standing together on ancestral lands, holding the future in calloused hands. Opposition watches from stone towers, but walls cannot contain these growing powers. A bond to the soil that everyone defends, working for a vision that never ends. Heroes are forged in the heart of the struggle, finding the strength in the midst of the trouble. Strong spirits that refuse to break, honoring the path that the ancestors take. This is our land, we are Filipino. Three stars in the sun. Shadow one push. This is our land. 3 stars. Unshackled, unbroken. The sun has spoken. Strand. The sun rises over Manila Bay, but the stench of the Pasig remains. This is a song for the millions who work while the few steal. This is aggressive intellect, reppin' Bicol region. What's up? Ah! Concrete jungle where the vultures fly high. Children sniff glue while the motorcades pass by. Silk suits bought with the blood of the poor. Gold-plated toilets behind a locked door. You talk about progress in a televised speech, while the price of the rice is way out of reach. Building tall towers on a foundation of lies, looking down on the masses with hate in your eyes. Put tongue in the yo to the kings on the throne, eating the meat while we fight for the bone. Fuck you to the killers and the greedy and the rich, selling our souls just to scratch a power itch. This land is a graveyard, the soil is deep red. You're filling your pockets while we're counting the dead. This land is a graveyard, the soil is deep red. You're filling your pockets while we're counting the dead. Shadows gathered in a room where the deals are made, trading the future while the people are played. A cycle of names in a long-standing line, claiming the gold while the workers decline. Justice is purchased and the truth is suppressed, leaving the spirit of the nation distressed. A mandate is claimed but the actions are cold. The story of power is the story of old. Put tongue in the yo to the kings on the throne, eating the meat while we fight for the bone. Fuck you to the killers and the greedy and the rich, selling our souls just to scratch a power itch. This land is a graveyard, the soil is deep red. You're filling your pockets while we're counting the dead. This land is a graveyard, the soil is deep red. You're filling your pockets while we're counting the dead. Selfish hearts in a city of stone. The hungry are many, but you sit alone. The tally is coming, the debt will be paid. The silence is over, the voices are raised. Welcome to the Philippines, the land of beautiful smiles and buried bodies. Break the cycle, break the chains of every lie. The hunger in the streets is a loud and bitter cry. The masses struggle daily while the greed begins to reign. The weight of this injustice is a heavy rusted chain. They drain a nation's spirit, then they hide behind the screen. It's a battle for survival that remains mostly unseen. From the towers of the wealthy to the shanties in the rain, the contrast in the shadows is a mark of constant pain. The leaders fill the coffers with the money of the poor, while families are begging for a life that's something more. They claim to clean the streets, but the poison rising, but the wages stay the same. The workers bear the burden in the systematic game. Drivers on the pavement fighting for the right to drive, while the ones in high positions barely struggle to survive. The headlines are controlled to ignore the daily crimes. Echoes of the past return to haunt these troubled times. The city's heart is heavy under pressure of the state. A nation full of promise trapped within a cycle's fate. Break the cycle, break the chains of every lie. The hunger in the streets is a loud and bitter cry. The masses struggle daily while the greed begins to reign. The weight of this injustice is a heavy rusted chain. They drain the nation's spirit, then they hide behind the screen. It's a battle for survival that remains mostly unseen. Once again, aggressive intellect. I'm out. Peace. Keep those eyes open, cause the illusions are fading. Break the system, they are bleeding us dry. Pass the smoke, let me clear the room. Manila streets trapped inside a cloud of doom. Bags of cash moving in the dead of night. Politicians laughing, keeping pockets tight. Look at the projects for the flood control. Billions down the drain, swallowing the nation's soul. Rain falls down, now the city's underwater. Greedy contractors burned out your cash with the lighter. Substandard cement, steel thin as paper. Concrete illusions, vanishing like vapor. They build a fake wall, pocket half the fee, while the citizens are drowning in a stormy sea. Up in Congress, it's a puppet show. Politician versus politician, watch the venom flow. Exposing secrets just to gain the upper hand, while the real monsters run the whole damn land. Break the system, they are bleeding us dry. The leaders are crooked, looking you in the eye. They trade in the shadows while they claim they want them dead. Bags of money moving while the people go unfed. Yeah, watch these politicians and their dirty ass games. The country is burning and they're fanning the flames. Power in suits, yeah, we see the design. Welcome to the chaos in the Philippines line. Yeah. Spark it up. See the smoke arise. Look at the crime rate climbing to the skies. Syndicates thriving right under their nose. High-ranking shields where the white powder flows. They stage a little raid for the evening news, but behind the velvet curtain they are picking who to choose. They lock up the poor, let the kingpins run, counting up the millions under the tropical sun. It's a cartel culture whenever wrong to glove. Truth gets buried deep inside the political fog. One day they are allies, next day they divide. Trading dirty secrets where the bodies reside. No justice in the courts, just the price on the gavel. Watch the infrastructure and the safety unravel. Public enemy flavor on the political track. People want the power back, yeah. Break the system, they are bleeding us dry. The leaders are crooked, looking you in the eye. They trade in the shadows while they claim they want them dead. Bags of money moving while the people go unfed. Yeah, watch these politicians and their dirty ass games. The country is burning and they're fanning the flames. Power in suits, yeah, we see the design. Welcome to the chaos in the Philippines line. Yeah, it inhale deep. The bags of cash aren't hidden well enough. The broken roads tell a story. Floodwaters rising. The smoke is rising higher.
Shadows fall across the marble halls of power. The clock is ticking down to the final hour. The struggle of the streets meets the silence of the state, deciding on a nation's destiny and fate. Tropical heat and the weight of the gold, stories of the struggle that remain untold. Signs on the corner and a heavy atmosphere. The cost of the conflict is becoming clear. Funds disappear into a deep dark maze, while the city is lost in a neon haze. Smuggling shadows through the harbor lights. Long days turning into longer nights. The ledger is uneven and the balance is wrong. The weak are ignored while the rich remain strong. Ink on the paper turns to rust on the gate, in a system defined by the choices of the great.
The cycle of the system is a heavy chain, building up the towers on a foundation of pain. Voices in the dark calling out for the truth. searching for a future for the spirit of the youth. No more empty promises, no more games. The history is written in the flickering flames.
Paper trails leading to a ghost account, debts that are rising to a massive amount. The gap is widening between the low and the high, underneath the ceiling of a heavy gray sky, plundering the dreams of the people in the sun, waiting for the justice that has never begun. The struggle for survival in the alleyways and lanes, while the high-rise windows ignore all the stains. Broken institutions and a fractured law, looking for the light through every single flaw. The heart of the country is beating for a change, rearranging everything within the local range.
The cycle of the system is a heavy chain, building up the towers on a foundation of pain. Voices in the dark calling out for the truth, searching for a future for the spirit of the youth. No more empty promises, no more games. The history is written in the flickering flames.
Sí. Escucha la verdad desde las calles de Manila, para los que no tienen voz.
Políticos corruptos sentados en el trono, robando los millones, destruyendo nuestro abono. Promesas de campaña que se tiran a la basura, mientras el pueblo sufre una constante dictadura. Trajes caros pagados con el hambre de la gente, gente sin escrúpulos, mentirosos de frente. El dinero del pueblo se va para sus cuentas, y en los barrios bajos la miseria va en aumento. Políticos sucios, hambrientos de poder. El pueblo filipino ya no quiere ceder. Mucha opulencia arriba, abajo la pobreza. Queremos justicia, comida en la mesa. Políticos sucios, hambrientos de poder. El pueblo filipino ya no quiere ceder. Mucha opulencia arriba, abajo la pobreza. Queremos justicia, comida en la mesa. La brecha es gigante, el rico y el pobre. El poderoso gana y al humilde no le sobra el cobre. Crímenes en las calles por falta de opciones. Juventud sin futuro atrapada en prisiones. Legalicen la marihuana, dejen la violencia. Es medicina y progreso, usen la conciencia. No persigan al débil por una planta natural. Combatan la pobreza, que ese es el mal real. Exigimos comida gratis para los necesitados, que los recursos públicos sean bien destinados. Niños en la calle buscando qué comer, mientras los del gobierno no paran de morder. Filipinas despierta, levanta la mirada. Esta estructura sucia tiene que ser cambiada. Basta de mentiras, de codicia y de dolor. Queremos un futuro con justicia y con honor. Políticos sucios, hambrientos de poder. El pueblo filipino ya no quiere ceder. Mucha opulencia arriba, abajo la pobreza. Queremos justicia, comida en la mesa. Políticos sucios, hambrientos de poder. El pueblo filipino ya no quiere ceder. Mucha opulencia arriba, abajo la pobreza. Queremos justicia, comida en la mesa. Ya basta, no más corrupción. Comida para el pobre, libertad para la mente. Filipinas libre.
To the paid off one.
Wake up! Wake up! To the
paid off.
Wake up! To the paid off. Wake up!
He started in the province with a smile so clean. Polyester barong, preaching layouts of a dream. Promised water for the farmers, roads for the trucks, while his cousins in the back room were counting up the bucks. Muff his way up to the Senate, shaking hands with the elite. Bought the media, the judges and the voters on the street. Every typhoon that hit, he skimmed the budget for relief. Built a mansion in Tegay, while the people drown in grief. He wanted the Malacanang, the ultimate crown. So control the archipelago from north to south down. Signed the deals under the table with the foreign tycoon, selling sovereign islands by the light of the moon. Paranoia kicking in, he hired armies in mass. Go silence journalists who dared to look into his past. A modern day king on a throne made of lies, deaf to the sound of his countrymen's cries.
Golden seals on the door, blood on the floor. The more power he gets, the more more he wants more. From the slums of Manila to the palace estate, he traded his soul to dictate our fate. Golden seals on the door, blood on the floor. More power he gets, the more he wants more. From the slums of Manila to the palace estate, he traded his soul to dictate our fate.
And now he's sitting at the top, executive chair, iron fist in a glove, filling hearts with despair. He revised all the history books to make him a saint, to raise the torture and the theft with a fresh coat of paint. Billions hidden in Swiss banks, disguising a shell, while the jeepney drivers starve in a transport hell. He watches CCTV, checking who's loyal and true, because when you buy allegiance, they can buy it from you. His inner circle starts to whisper, the allies divide. The ghost of his victims keeping watch by his side. A coup in the making, the streets starting to roar. The hunger of the masses knocking loud at his door. He clutches his papers, his hands start to shake, realizing too late all the lives he would break. The crown is too heavy when it's forged out of greed. You can't rule a people whose hunger you feed.
Golden seals on the door, blood on the floor. More power he gets, the more he wants more. From the slums of Manila to the palace estate, he traded his soul to dictate our fate. Golden seals on the door, blood on the floor. More power he gets, the more he wants more. From the slums of Manila to the palace estate, he traded his soul to dictate our fate. Crush them all, leave the ruins in the dust. Yeah, crush them all. In the government of thieves, there is nobody to trust. Blast it, crush them all, burn the fabric of the lies. Chop it up, crush them all. Yeah. Rain falls on Filipinas, but the waters don't recede. Just a concrete tomb built by corporate greed. They talk about infrastructure, flood control schemes, while the masses drown slowly in shattered dreams. Billions down the drain, pumping stations bone dry. Contractors get rich while the street kids cry. Anomalies deep in the blueprints they drew. Greedy executives split the cash with the crew. The people pay taxes from sweat on their brow, but the funds disappear. Yo, we're asking them how. Bridges to nowhere, asphalt that cracks. Politicians get fat while they break our backs. The state of the nation is a robbery ring, where the thief was up or wrong and acts like a king. Blast it, crush them all, leave the ruins in the dust. Happen, yeah, crush them all. In the government of thieves, there is nobody to trust. Fuck the system. Blast it, crush them all, burn the fabric of the lies. Chop it up, crush them all. Hear the anthem of the street where the pipeline dies. Now it's gangster versus gangster in the halls of power. A battle of elites while the citizens cower. Dynasties clashing for the crown and the throne, trading dirty secrets through a microphone. They weaponize the law, hit the airwaves to front, but the war on the ground is a different hunt. Crime rates climbing as the stomach stays empty. Poverty breeds the despair that tempts thee. The drug game shifts, but the supply never stops. Small time pushers bleeding out for the cops, while the kingpins sit in mansions up high, signing off on the funds that the citizens buy. The money of the masses spent on vanity wars, while the state of the streets stays rotten and raw. Blast it, crush them all, leave the ruins in the dust.